Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Here I am again in hot San Diego. This video is prepare for the worst. So you might be saying, why prepare for the worst? It's time to prepare for the worst. It's past time to prepare for the worst. A lot of times people used to say I was lucky, but I would prepare for the worst. And so how would I know when it was time to prepare for the worst? Well, I would know because when it's time to prepare for the worst, things start going wrong. Things start going awry. And so what I would do is I would start pulling my resources in from every corner like a war, and I would start preparing. And I would prevail through a lot of very hard times. I was single. I had no other choice. So you might be thinking, well, what does that even mean? Prepare for the worst. Number one, store food. It is past time to store food. In fact, start buying the biggest size bags of rice, beans, of flour in 20-pound bags as much as you can. Stockpile dry food as much as you can, just in case you can't get any food for some reason. If you don't have much food, go to the food pantries, go to the food banks, go to the welfare department and get EBT now, go to the churches. Do anything you have to do, just store food. Also, make sure you have water. Okay, 4 days ago, disaster declaration issued for Texas brain-eating amoeba found in water supply in Brazoria, Texas. That's in the Gulf of Mexico, down there by Galveston. And this was declared by the Lake Jackson Water District. So brain-eating amoeba. I used to have this customer, and his job was water purification. He said Arrowhead, Sparklets, or Ramona. I don't know if they have that, but in Southern California. But I took a class, it was called Chemistry Connections, and the teacher told us one of the safe waters was Target because it has it's like a little square thing that tells you that the water is purified properly. So prepare water. We've been having some they're called swarm earthquakes. Nasty little earthquakes by El Centro, California. Number two, hoard cash in small bills and coins. Just start doing it. Just hoard it up as much as you can. $1 here, $2 there. If you knew what was going to befall you and you knew it was going to be bad, you would find a way to hoard cash. Number three, make sure your car runs good and is full of gas, in case you have to evacuate. Number four, prepare to evacuate, and if you do have to evacuate, take your food with you. Because what if, like, we start getting a lot of these, we've had, our whole state is on fire. It is horrible. You want to take your food with you. For another thing, if something happens, they could close down all the food stores and you couldn't get any food. Okay, number five, avoid trouble at all costs. That means trouble-like places, trouble-like people. Just avoid it. If it looks like trouble at all, say, it's not for me. I'm preparing for the worst. I got no time to mess around with you because trouble could be coming and I have more important things to do. And you just have to be that way. Okay, prepare your own food at home. That way nobody's hands are touching your food except yours. And make sure you buy it from a safe place. It's just not worth it. Just make your own food the best you can. Number 7, store household goods. Now on this, it's like the food. Big 20-pound bags, buy big gallons, big tubs of detergent. Just start storing down toilet paper, and you might be saying, well, Rhoda, are you saying hoard? Yeah, that is what I'm saying. If you can afford to hoard, hoard as much as you can right now. Number 8, and this is probably the most important one. When I was a nurse and student, when we walked into that hospital, we assumed that everybody in that hospital had the most contagious, vile stuff in the hospital, and then that kept us safe. You could not look at a person and say that person is safe. No. Number 8, assume everyone, everywhere you go, has COVID. If they keep you standing in line, don't shop there, leave. If the place seems unsafe or a person seems sick, evacuate. Limit your trips. Limit your time spent. Don't be spending money anyway, but just assume that everybody has the COVID. Just last week, we had 1,000 cases at San Diego State. That is not good. It's cropping up all over, and people are not being careful enough. If you saw a big church full of people and you assume that everybody in that church had the COVID, would you go in there? I certainly wouldn't. Socially distance, nothing. Just don't put yourself in that position ever until this thing is over. It is not over. Assume everyone, everywhere you go, has the COVID. That's all you can do to keep yourself safe. Okay, you guys. I love you all. I don't want you to starve. I don't want you to suffer lack. I don't want you to be homeless. And I don't want you to be sick. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all.